Hi, this is James from Epilog. Thanks for joining us today. For today's project, we're going to be taking a look at how to create your own design for a multi-layer card out of cardstock. We'll be giving you some tips and tricks for how to add dimension to it and give you some great ideas for how to create your own beautiful cards. Let's get started. So here in the design software, we'll start by setting our page size. So I've set up my card size to a little bit smaller than the envelopes I'm going to be using. I'm using a 5 by 7 inch envelope, so we'll start by making the page size 6.75 inches across, and up and down I'll do that 9 inches, so twice the 4.5 inch size I'd like to end up with. Next, I'm just going to pull down a guideline, and I'll put that right at 4.5 inches. Now we need to create the fold. So I'm going to come over to my 2-point line and just drag a line right across that center point. Now I can come into my vector settings, choose my style, more, and this will allow me to create a dotted line. But what I want to do is make it dash. So I'm going to drag this over and make the dashes longer. Then I can adjust how much space is between the dashes as well. When I'm happy with that, I'll click Add and OK. And finally, I'm going to give that a color of purple because we're going to separate this by color later. Now I'll add an outline around the card, so I'll make a box that same size as the card. So 6.75 by 9 inches, center that. And I'll give that a red outline since we're going to cut that out later. Now we're going to have two pieces of the card that are this size, so I'll go ahead and duplicate that. And then finally, we're going to have two pieces that fit on top of the card here that are slightly smaller than the card. So I'm going to draw a box and make that a 1/4 inch smaller. So 6.5 by 4.25. That off. And then one more that's a 1/4 inch smaller than that. 6.25 by 4 inches. That looks good. So now we've got all 4 pieces of our card ready to go. So for this first layer, I'm just going to use these 2 pieces of clip art. We're going to make a Mother's Day card today. So we're going to make this really simple and use some clip art to do that. So I've got a butterfly and a flower here. So I'll go ahead and duplicate my butterfly, move that onto the front piece of the card. And I'm just going to make that just a little bit smaller than the card itself. I'll align that to center it. And I'm going to give it a red outline and no fill. Now for the second layer, I'm going to go ahead and duplicate that over, center it again. Now what I want to do with this layer is I'd like to just cut out these wings and not the body shape. But the first thing I want to do is I'm going to come over to my contour tool. And I want to make this just a little bit smaller on this layer than the top layer. And basically what that's going to do is it's going to let some color show through on the card. So I can adjust how much space I want to have between the two. That looks good. Now I can break that contour apart and remove that outer cut. So now we want to get down to just these wings here and remove that body. So I'm going to go ahead and duplicate that layer, choose my shape tool so I can see all the nodes. And on the left side here, I'm going to select all of the nodes other than the wing. delete those. Now I can just grab that, right click on that line that's there and go to line. And now I've got just that wing shape. Now I'm going to repeat that on the other side. So I'll select all the nodes on the right side, delete those, and I'll take this to line. So now we've got the wing shape there. So I'm going to go ahead and select both of those, give them the red outline to cut as well. So for the third layer, we're going to go ahead and group that wing, and we'll just make a copy of that and bring it over. Now I'm going to draw a box so that I can center the wings inside that box. That looks good. Remove the box. So for this third layer, I want to fill these wing areas with flowers. So I'm going to bring this down, give it a red outline and no fill. And now I can just fill that space up with flowers. I can move them around. I'm going to have them beyond the edge of the wing because that part will be covered up and it'll give it a little bit more dimension. And as I copy and paste them, I can rotate them, resize them so I can get a nice variety. So I'll go ahead and fill those wings up. Now that I'm happy with my flowers on the one side, I'm just going to go ahead and I'll select all of those, group that, copy and paste them, move them over to the other wing and set that up the same way. That looks good, so I'm going to go ahead and select my outline and delete that. So now we've got the flowers and a nice butterfly shape. Now for the final layer, this is probably the most important because this is where we're going to put the sentiments for the card. So I'm just going to bring this in and you can put whatever you want here. This is just a nice little Mother's Day saying. And I'm just going to go ahead and center that in that area of the card. That looks good. So now that we have all of these ready, I'm going to show you a little tip that I use to test out my cardstock colors and make sure that they're going to be perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and take both of these layers. Well, I'll go ahead and duplicate it first. I'll take both of the full-size card layers and just bring those down to 4.5 inches. And then I'm going to color the layers the same color of the cardstock that I'm going to be using. So I'll use blue on this one. And the ones with the cutouts, I'm going to select everything and I'll choose Simplify. And that'll create cutouts within that design itself, so I'll be able to see the colors through. I can delete that top layer and give that a color of yellow. And I'll repeat that for these last two layers. Once I have all that done, now I can just select all four. And I can line those up. And when I zoom in, I can take a look at exactly how my card's going to turn out. Now this is a nice way to be able to test out your colors. You can play around and see exactly if your design's perfect before you send it to the laser. That looks great. So now we're ready to send our job over to the laser dashboard. So I'm going to go ahead and make the page size the size of our cardstock sheet, so 8.5 by 11 inches. Move all this down a little bit. And I'll select my first page and center that. Now I'm going to do a little trick that I like to do. So every cardstock you do is going to be a little bit different. We're going to use a white core cardstock here because we want to engrave on it, so we'll show the white through. So to make sure my settings are correct, I'm just going to come in here and I've created a letter A, a red box, and a purple dotted line to match up with our other settings so we can make sure our settings are perfect before we cut out the actual card. So I'll send that over to the Laser dashboard. I'm going to choose selection only and print. Now when that comes over, I can see that I've got 3 different processes here: an engrave, uh, the score, and the cut. So I'm going to go ahead and set my settings. So I'm using an 60-watt Fusion Edge. So I'm going to go ahead and choose 400 for the engraving resolution, 70% speed, 5% power for engraving bottom up. The score line, I'll go ahead and choose that at 100% speed. Let's go 10% power. And to cut all the way through, I'm going to go to 70 and let's go 10. I'll take my frequency down to about 30. Great, let's go ahead and print that and test out and see how it works. So here at the Laser, we're just going to go ahead and start our job. That looks good, but I think I can get a little bit more white on that engraving. So I'm going to go ahead and change my settings. Now right here at the dashboard, I can go ahead and select my engraving settings. And I can change this right here to 10%. That's a nice way to be able to change things quickly. I'll save that and we'll start it up again. Yeah, that's nice and white. I like that a lot better. So we've got our settings. We're ready to send over our job. So now we have our settings all ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and come into the engraving and just change that to 10% to match the change we made at the machine. Then I'll go into my settings, dashboard, and I'm going to change this to split by previous settings. So it's going to keep the same settings we've set up for each additional piece of the card we send over. Come back to my design software, delete that, and we can send the first page over. Go ahead and hit print. So now I can see that my settings are ready to go, so I can just hit print to send that to the laser. So now that we're happy with that, we're going to go ahead and send over our next page. So I'll just move this one off, select my second page, center that, and print it. And print. And we'll go ahead and continue that with the other layers as well. So now that we've got all of our layers ready to go, first thing I'm going to do is line up my two folded layers. Make sure my text is on the opposite side. So when it's folded, it's going to look correct. And I'm ready to attach them. So I'll take these little foam pads, which will add a little dimension to it. Just add a few of those on here so I can separate out the layers a bit. Now I'll take some double stick tape and just add that around the outsides. Now I'll just carefully attach those together. We've got our first layer. Now I'll use those foam pads on the other layers to attach them as well. And there we have it. Now that was definitely a fun project. Now we have these beautifully created cards that are custom engraved on the inside. You can create your own designs for any kind of celebration. You can change up the artwork as well with your own clip art choices. We also can make various variations just by changing the color of the cardstocks that we use. I hope you found these tips helpful, and I hope you join us again. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you find out when the latest videos come out. Thanks, and have a great day.